Van Halen's Sammy Hagar planned to make some noise with Eddie Van Halen before guitarist's death. Hagar has released a 5-LP Van Halen box set titled The Collection LL. Former Van Halen singer Sammy Hagar revealed that he and Eddie Van Halen plan to make new music together before the iconic guitarist's death in 2020. The 76-year-old musician, who has released a 5-LP Van Halen box set titled The Collection LL, became the band's new frontman in 1985 when he replaced original lead singer David Lee Roth, joining Eddie's brother and drummer Alex Van Halen, and bassist/vocalist Michael Anthony. After producing 4 multi-platinum albums, Hagar's stint with Van Halen ended with a split in 1995. The Cabo Wabo founder briefly reunited with Van Halen in 2004 but left the band again after the conclusion of their successful summer tour. Hagar's second departure led to a long estrangement with Eddie, but the pair reconciled in the months before the Van Halen founder died due to lung cancer in October 2020. In an interview with Fox News Digital, Hagar recalled that Eddie was experimenting with new instruments prior to his death and the two had discussed collaborating musically. He wanted to keep going. He was getting into it before he died. When we first connected, again, after we went through all the fighting, and he was sick, and I reached out, and we got together and talked a lot. He was talking about playing cello and playing some wind instruments, Hagar said. The Grammy Award winner continued, he was saying, yeah, I'm working on some. 'Cause I'd say, Ed, what are you working on? I want to get in there and work with you. Let's write together again. And, he said, yeah. Next year, we'll get together, make some noise and all that stuff, Hagar remembered. He said, yeah, I'm really experimenting with other instruments. And I thought, wow, he was so musical. And he had hands that would do what he thought. My hands won't do it. I think that's why I'm a singer. I think my voice will do it. I think my hands, like they don't want to cooperate. Hagar went on to marvel over Eddie's musical versatility and noted that his former bandmate was absolutely a genius. That's not overstating it, he said of Eddie's talent. That's not bragging or that's nothing. The guy was a musical genius. Hagar added that while Eddie wasn't formally educated, his innate genius was apparent when the two would collaborate on writing some of their greatest hits. He was capable of comprehending a lot of things about life that we would talk about and not just musical, Hagar said. When I would write a lyric that was really deep, like Best of Both Worlds, the things I was talking about, he got it. A lot of people don't know. What love walks in, people don't know what I'm talking about. But Eddie did. After Hagar joined Van Halen, the band scored its first #1 album on the Billboard 200 chart with the 1986 release 5150, which became certified 6 times platinum by the RIAA. Over the next 10 years with Hagar as the lead singer, Van Halen released 3 consecutive #1 multi-platinum albums, including 1988's OU 812, 1991's For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge and 1995's Balance. Last week, Rhino Records released a 5-LP Van Halen box set titled The Collection LL, which comprises remastered versions of Hagar's first studio albums with the band as well as a disc of rarities, including instrumentals, B-sides, and songs that were once only available as bonus tracks, per a press release.